I guess, yeah, this is my reality right now. Robe on backwards, my husband's robe tie on. Everything is just natural as it can be. That's how I'm going to try to do the rest of 2025, so that way I do not stop myself from going forward.
I'll do the best I can with what I got. Oh!
What's up, family? It's your girl Brittany, business owner, gym owner, entrepreneur, e-commerce store, everything entrepreneurship, everything family. Today we are actually doing a video where I am going to be talking to you about what I'm looking forward to in 2025 while I do my hair. I actually was not going to do a YouTube video because my hair was not done, and that was going to be my excuse. And I said, you know what? We're not going to do any excuses this year. We're going to figure out a way to make it happen. So we're going to be talking while I'm doing my hair. That's how today is going to go. So right now I'm in this transition where I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do, because I currently own a gym for women, and Killer Body Fitness is my first baby. Okay, before I had kids, I had Killer Body Fitness. And to even think about not having that or the space is weird for me. Mind you, before there was a point in time in my life where I didn't have an actual space. There was only, me going to different locations and making things happen. And that's kind of basically what I see going forward. Killer Body Fitness will not be done, but I think I'm just going to take a step back a little bit, because right now on average, I pay like $5,000 a month in reoccurring bills. And for me, just doing this by myself, it can become a lot. The reason this becomes a lot is because since I'm doing it by myself and since I'm playing so many different roles, I get very exerted very quickly. I get very tired very quickly. And that was okay when it was just about me. But now that I have kids, and now that I have a family, a husband that depends on me, everything is just different. Everything looks different. Everything feels different. And one thing I really keep telling myself is I never knew that I wanted to be a business owner. I never knew that I wanted to be a gym owner. These are things that opportunity came and I took full advantage of it. One thing I do know, and I always knew, was that I wanted to be a mother. That's something I always knew. Because of that, I can't let my boys down. That's just something I'm not going to let happen. And can I do both? Yes, I can do both. I just always feel like one is taking something from the other. And when I do something, I kind of like to do it 100%. And I'll never be able to do both 100%. But it just takes a lot of energy to run a business. I'm a creative, but now I'm in a point where I can't just be a creative. I have to be a manager. I have to be an operator. I have to do marketing. I have to do social media. I have to do finance. I have to do everything by myself or pay someone to do it. And paying for someone to do it means that I'm not getting paid to do it. So it's money coming away from me. And of course, in order for your brand to expand and everything like that, you want to be able to build a team. That's always the goal. At this time in my life, I just don't need that extra responsibility. I don't want that extra responsibility. What I want is to really be able to spend time with my kids and not get frustrated because I know I have to go to work afterwards. So it's like I'm trying to cram all these things or do these different things, and I'm trying to work when I'm with the kids, and then I'm getting frustrated because you can't really work when the kids are there. It's very hard. It's very, very hard. So it's like I notice when I just pay attention to the kids, I'm not as stressed. I'm not as, feeling burdened or anything like that. But once I try to do both, it's a give or take. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to do is figure out exactly how I'm going to rebrand myself for this year. What am I going to be able to do that's best for me and my family? That's what the plan is right now, is to see what's the next step for Brittany and what's the next step for Killer Body Fitness. Because I see that even though this is going to be a transition, I feel like since I'm preparing for it and it's not something that I'm just throwing at myself, like just losing something, is like I'm preparing to transition, I'm preparing to rebrand. It won't be as gut punching, or I won't have to mourn it as much as I feel like I would have to mourn it if it was like taken from me, or, you know, it's just last minute, I just had to give up. I feel like I've been preparing for this for a few months now. So it's really just kind of a matter of when. It could really be any day that I decide, okay, on this date, we're going to be shutting down the gym. That can happen at any point. But the thing about it is, what makes it the hardest is that space is just such a safe space for women. I have members that have been there for 5 years since I opened, and I know how important that space is for other people. So I have to fight myself sometimes, understanding that, yes, I provided the space for them and it did what it was supposed to do for however long it was supposed to do it. I'm not taking it away from them. Because right now I feel like I'm battling, like I can't take this space away from them. I just have to figure out how I'm going to transition this space for them. We can make it where we go to many different places and, you know, practice fitness and wellness and bonding and sistership. Like, we can do this many different places. So now it's just about helping them transition with me to knowing that we might not have a home space, but we have spaces everywhere. Like, and just like in life, you want to be able to go out and make any space yours when you're there. So I feel like once I could really come over that hump, then I will feel a little bit more comfortable with, you know, the full transition. But it'll happen. Who knows when? I don't have a date, but I do know that what my goal is to start to do things more that are digital. So that way I can spend more time with my boys and take care of my boys. And, you know, then I don't have to look at like, oh, you know, I just have, you know, my gym that I can go to as an escape. But since I'm going to be doing digital products and stuff like that, I can start finding different cafes and stuff that I go and I work at. So that way I still have a little escape. I still have other places to go. And I don't feel like, you know, again, I can make any space my space. I can make any space my stomping ground, my safe space, as long as I know the purpose of why I'm there, and it's to build. So I'm really wanting to transition into digital. I actually just released my first digital product that's not fitness. I released my planner. I made a business and a personal planner, 2-in-1. It has everything, because when it was coming to the new year, I was trying to find a planner with everything that I wanted and I couldn't find it, so I made it. And then I let other people know that I made it and they wanted it. So I just marketed it to my following, and a lot of them supported me as well. So that right there gave me the confidence and a boost to know that I actually can do this. I think that was like my little test. Like, can you transition into something other than what you're doing right now? And it's yes, I can. I have the support. I just need the discipline, because I'm a lazy girl. And there's a lot of successful lazy girls. But that's something that I really have to work on if I really want to be successful. If I really want to be the best me for my family and for my kids, then I will work on my laziness and my procrastination, because I do work best under pressure, like very last minute. If I have 3 months to do something, I'm probably going to do it a day or two before. That's really bad. But I noticed that when I do it like all throughout the months, it's not as good. And when I do it last minute, it's amazing. And I think that's what has in my head that I can keep on doing it. So I need to fix that mindset. And I feel like as soon as I can fix that mindset, I will be a lot more successful. I think it'll definitely happen. But I definitely want to just have the confidence that I've had in everything else in life to move forward and know that I'm going to be okay and that everything's going to be okay. And I think that if I pray more, if I get closer to God and I lean on him more, then I will get my answers. I'm like talking to you guys and getting like my own realization at the same time. So this is a beautiful thing. Talking to yourself is a beautiful thing. So thank you for listening to me right now. So I'm getting a lot of realizations while I'm talking to you. I got a lot of stuff I'm going to do today. I'm going to finish my hair. As you can see, I cut it. I got a bob going on right now. So this is what it is. But I'm going to finish retwisting this. And then I have a lot of back end stuff that I want to do that's for the rebrand. So stay tuned. And don't only stay tuned, but don't be afraid. If there's something that you have going on and you're afraid of what's the next step, what you're going to do next, use this as a sign to know that it's okay. You're going to be okay if you just keep on pushing forward. Do not stay stagnant. That's just where it's going to get messed up. So keep on pushing forward. Keep on doing what you need to do. Keep on leaning on God, and you will get your answers for what's next. I believe that. I truly do. All right, y'all. Let me finish my hair so I can get to what I need to do. Okay? Like, comment, subscribe. Show your girl some love. I have a lot more videos coming for you. Wanted to make sure I got this one out to you. I was not going to use any excuses, and I got it done. We got it done. It's just forward movement.